Have you ever thought about what makes some people smarter and better at learning than others? You've come to the right place if you want to learn the skills and information you need to do well in your personal and professional life. In this exciting video, we'll look at the keys to being smarter than everyone else. We'll find strategies and tips that will help you improve your ability to learn, understand, and use what you learn in your daily life. You can improve every part of your life with intelligence, and on this trip, we'll give you the tools you need to make the most of it. If you're ready to unlock your intellectual potential and take on challenges with a sharp focus, join us. I want you to keep watching because we are going to talk about these 10 keys that will help you become smarter and do better in any area you choose. Get ready for a journey of self-discovery and intellectual growth. Number 1. Foster curiosity. Developing your curiosity is like starting a fire of intelligence. Think of it as a compass that leads you through vast realms of knowledge. If you consistently adopt this attitude of curiosity, you'll always be eager to find answers, which is one of the keys to being smarter than other people. Imagine you are a college student studying history. Your professor has introduced a new topic in ancient history that you haven't heard of before. Instead of just passively taking in the information, you start to show interest during the class. You ask questions about the causes and effects of events in history. You wonder why people in the past behaved the way they did, and you even wonder how this event might have affected our world today. Your interest doesn't stop there. After class, you read more books and other materials on the subject, do research online, and join online discussions to learn more about this ancient history. As a result, you not only understand the subject better, but you also gain a broader view of history and its relevance to our present lives. Your curiosity has led you to learn new things and broaden your views, which has made you smarter about how to understand and connect with the world around you. You ask why and how because you're interested. It makes you want to discover new areas instead of accepting things as they are. When you ask questions and challenge your beliefs, you're broadening your intellectual horizons. Curiosity leads us to discover the world's wonders, from the secrets of the universe to the mysteries of human biology and psychology. But it's not just about gathering information, it's about deeply understanding it. Curiosity helps you see beyond the obvious and make connections between things that don't seem to go together. But how do you create this curiosity? Feel like you're seeing the world around you for the first time by looking at it. Ask questions about things you don't understand and look for solutions. Read different kinds of books. Learn about other societies and be ready for new things all the time. Remember that curiosity is the spark that starts the fire of information. If you feed your curiosity, you will become smarter than other people. Number 2. Expanding your knowledge and intellect. A deep step is reading a lot of books. When you read widely, it's like opening the door to a treasure chest. Treasure trove of information, memories, and thoughts. When you read a lot of books, you go on a trip to faraway places and can access all the information that you've learned. Information from many generations and many countries. Reading guides you to the knowledge of people who lived hundreds of years ago. Cover a lot of ground from science and history to philosophy and fiction. Every page is a chance to learn, think, and gain a new perspective, whether you're reading about the complexities of quantum physics, the complexities of human relationships, or the mysteries of ancient civilizations. Reading is good for your brain and makes you smarter. It also improves your language and speech skills, which are important for communicating clearly and getting your point across. It makes you think critically and use your ideas. You can understand people from different countries and see the world from their point of view. Many of history's most important thinkers and leaders were avid readers who drew inspiration and insight from books. If you read as much as these people did, you can unlock new parts of your intellectual potential and gain a competitive edge. Reading a lot is not only a habit, it's also a way to broaden your horizons and deepen your knowledge. Journey first. Make a list of different books to read on a range of subjects. You can begin by reading books, articles, or blogs about things that interest you, like business, art history, science, and many more. Make sure your reading list is varied and extensive so that you can access new ideas and information. Once you have your reading list, set aside time every day or every week to read. This time should be seen as a precious moment for contemplation and learning from the works you've chosen. Enjoy the process and let yourself absorb information from the books and materials you encounter. To get the most out of reading a lot, join book clubs or discussion groups. These will help you connect with people who share your interests and have meaningful conversations about what you've read. Not only do you get to share your thoughts and opinions, but you can also learn from other people's insights. In this information-heavy world, it's also a great way to find new books and get suggestions from a group of passionate fans. A lot of reading is a great way to stand out from the crowd and gain a lot of information. It's also a way to get smarter than everyone else by filling your mind with literature and ideas all the time. Take advantage of the variety and depth of books to improve yourself and learn new things. Number 3. Maintaining a growth mindset is essential. Keeping a certain mindset is important if you want to keep growing your intelligence over the course of your life. This means having a strong belief that your skills, knowledge, and awareness can easily get better with hard work, learning, and persistence. Keeping this in mind helps you accept challenges and problems as chances to learn. Instead of avoiding situations where you might fail or struggle, go into them with courage and drive, knowing that failure is a normal part of the learning process and not a sign of how good you are. Keeping this attitude will also help you be open to new ideas and make the most of the skills you already have. This could mean learning new things, expanding your knowledge in different areas, and getting better at the things you already know how to do. Being open to constructive feedback is a big part of intellectual growth. You see feedback as a chance to learn and grow, not as a threat to your self-esteem. Other people's opinions are valuable, and you realize that you can gain wisdom and knowledge from them. For example, let's say you are a young person studying and building your career. One day you fail an important exam. Instead of feeling down and insecure, you choose to see it as a chance to learn and grow. Instead of giving up or avoiding the subject, you decide to learn from your mistakes and weaknesses. You make a new plan to study. Look for useful learning materials and put in more effort to increase your knowledge and skills in that area. If you have a growth attitude, you can not only get over failure but also get better at what you do. It makes you more sure of yourself as you learn and work, and the first mistake teaches you something important. If you keep this mindset, you can apply it to all parts of your life and be more successful in the future. Keeping this mindset also lets you set difficult goals and work hard to reach them. You don't limit yourself with negative thoughts or self-doubt. Instead, you focus on your ability to overcome challenges and achieve success. Want to keep this growth mindset? You have to be ready to leave your safe zone. Of course, this means letting yourself be unsure and facing simple problems or even failing, but it's through these problems that you can push your limits and reach your full potential. Number 4. Learn from experience. One of the best ways to get better and grow as a person is to learn from your mistakes. You can learn something from every event, whether it's a success or a failure. How well you can draw lessons and knowledge from these experiences determines your intelligence and personal growth. One of the first things you should learn from experience is that failure isn't always a bad thing. In fact, it's often when you fail that you learn the most important lessons. Instead of getting down after a setback, look at it as a chance to figure out what went wrong, why, what you could have done differently, and how you can avoid making the same mistakes again. This process of self-evaluation helps you develop a mindset of continuous improvement. On the other hand, successes also come with lessons, so don't be afraid to. Instead of just celebrating your successes, think about what led to them. What choices, actions, or strategies you used that worked. By analyzing your successes, you can copy what worked and use it in other parts of your life. Adapting is another important part of learning from experience. The world is always changing, and what worked in the past might not work now. In order to stay on the cutting edge of learning and development, you have to be open to changing your methods and tactics based on new experiences and situations. Curiosity is a key part of this process. Always keep an open mind and a desire to learn new things. You can learn more from every event if you are open and curious. So ask questions, look into things, look for new points of view, and listen to other people. In this scenario, you are a project manager at a software company and have worked hard on an important project for a long time. However, as the due date for completion approaches, you run into a big problem that causes the development process to be significantly slowed down. Initially, you may feel like a failure and disappointed in yourself for not ensuring that the project progressed according to plan. However, upon careful examination of the situation, you realize that several factors contributed to this delay, including setting an initially unrealistic plan and lacking flexibility in handling changes in project requirements instead of giving up. You decide to learn from this experience. You ask yourself important questions like, why didn't the initial plan work? And how can I manage changes more effectively in the future? By asking and answering these questions, you learn a lot about improving project management and avoiding similar mistakes in the future. This illustrates that even when you face failure or difficulties in your work, you can still learn a great deal from those experiences. If you have an open mindset and seek ways to improve and grow in the future, remember that learning from experience is not limited to your own experiences. You can also learn a lot from observing and listening to life stories, advice, and experiences shared by close friends or mentor. This valuable information can provide useful insights that you can apply in your own life. In conclusion, one of the most important ways to get smarter and better is to learn from your mistakes, whether they are good choices or bad ones. All of your experiences can help you grow and become a better person. If you are ready to think about yourself, change, stay curious, and learn from others, you will be on the path to progress and increased intelligence. Accept every event as a chance to learn and move forward. Number 5. Maintaining an open and ready mind. When you keep an open mind and are willing to see things from different points of view, you become a lifelong learner and gain more information from different points of view and experiences. Having an open mind means being able to question your beliefs and biases and being willing to explore concepts and points of view that are different from your own. This doesn't mean you should give up your values or principles, but you should be willing to objectively evaluate them and allow for growth and evolution. When you keep an open mind, you are ready to listen to others without immediately judging them. This creates an environment that fosters learning and collaboration because you are willing to consider and understand different points of view. Additionally, keeping an open mind helps you adapt better to changing situations. In a world that is always changing, the ability to adapt and learn quickly is very important. People who hold on to fixed ideas and don't want to consider new possibilities often fall behind. Curiosity is a big part of keeping an open mind. You ask yourself why and how questions to push yourself to learn more about the world and the things that interest you. Imagine that you are on a soul journey to become a more understanding and respectful person toward others. To reach this goal, you make an effort to practice empathy every day, both in your words and your actions. For example, you're on a project team at work and have a coworker named Michael, who often struggles to finish his work. Instead of criticizing or judging him, you decide to practice empathy. You start by asking Michael about his thoughts and feelings about the work and the tasks at hand. By being honest with yourself about your beliefs and listening with an open mind, you are able to feel Michael's pressure and stress. You realize that Michael needs support and encouragement, and you suggest that you work together to find solutions to help him get through his problems. In this way, you not only improve your relationship with Misha, but you also show empathy and sincerity in your actions, which will help you grow. You choose to interact with the ideas and experiences of people from different cultures. When you go to social events and talk to people who have different beliefs and values, you learn from them and gain more information about the world. As a result, you feel more confident in your abilities and understanding. Keeping an open mind is important for improving your intelligence and getting smarter than other people. It lets you learn new things all the time, adapt to change, and gain a deep understanding of the world around you. Always keep the door of learning and exploration open. Number 6. Cultivating concentration. This is another important key to getting smarter than everyone else. In today's busy world, being able to focus on a single task or thought is becoming less common, but it's still very useful. Concentration is the key to deep learning and understanding. It lets you become fully immersed in a subject, project, or problem, which makes it easier to understand complicated ideas and come up with creative solutions. Your mind is like a puzzle with pieces that are all over the place, making it hard to see the bigger picture and focus. Think about the following plans. Meditation with mindfulness. Mindfulness meditation trains your mind to stay in the present and on task. You can get better at focusing by noticing your thoughts without judging them, and then slowly shifting your attention to your breath or a focal point. Make your goals clear. Set clear objectives and priorities for every project or job. Knowing what you want to achieve helps you stay focused on the most important parts and avoid getting sidetracked. Get rid of distractions. Figure out what distracts you most in your surroundings and do what you can to reduce them. One way to do this is to turn off notifications on your gadgets, setting aside a specific area to work or time to do focused work. Music. Focus on doing one thing at a time. Multitasking can actually make it harder to focus and get things done. Instead, try single tasking, which means focused on just one thing at a time until it's done. Deep work. The author Cal Newport promoted the idea of deep work. It means focusing on things that need a lot of mental work and concentration for long periods of time without interruptions. While it's important to be able to focus for long periods of time, it's also good to give your mind breaks every so often. Taking short breaks can help you stay mentally sharp and avoid getting burned out. Physical action. Regular physical activity has been shown to improve focus and brain function. Exercise brings more blood to the brain and releases chemicals called neurotransmitters that make it feel better. Focus, mind, eating, and sleep. Getting enough food and sleep are important for focusing. A healthy diet and enough rest are good for your general mental health. Being clear and being patient. Focusing is a skill that needs practice. Be patient with yourself and know that distractions and racing thoughts are normal parts of the process. With practice, you'll be able to focus better. Stay interested. Being interested in the task at hand can help you focus. When you find a subject or job interesting, your brain is more likely to stay on it. Focusing is a powerful way to get smarter and stand out from others. It takes practice and discipline to get better at it, but the benefits in terms of higher productivity, deeper understanding, and better problem solving are well worth it. By improving your focus, you'll be better prepared to deal with life's challenges and take advantage of growth opportunities. Number 7. Practice patience. Being patient is an important skill for getting smarter and wiser in life. In a world where speed and immediate gratification are valued more than ever, patience is an underrated but strong trait. Being patient means being able to stay calm when things don't go as planned or when you face problems. It means resisting the urge to rush or get angry when things don't go your way right away. This smart trait is important in many areas of life. For example, if you want to learn new things, you have to be patient with yourself. It takes time to learn, and you won't always see benefits right away. Being patient lets you learn while knowing that it will take time to get there. Mastering difficult problems usually takes time and thought. Being impatient can cause you to make rushed choices and mistakes. Being patient lets you think things through and weigh all of your options before making big choices. To build and keep good relationships, you need to be patient. It helps you listen with empathy, see things from other people's points of view, and solve problems without responding quickly. A lot of important goals take time to reach, so you need to be patient to stay focused and motivated over time. If you push yourself too hard, you might get burned out and give up. Life is full of problems you can't see coming. Patience is important for staying calm when things are going badly. Being able to deal with bad events and get past problems by being resilient. Being patient is a key part of growing and improving yourself. Setting realistic goals and realizing that change usually happens slowly are important parts of being patient. Patience doesn't mean being passive or sluggish. It means being persistent and determined while knowing that some things are out of your control right now. By developing patience, you can face life's challenges with a calm and collected mind, which will help you make better decisions and become smarter and wiser in the long run than people who are impatient. Number 8. Setting clear goals. Setting and working toward clear goals is a key part of becoming smarter and succeeding in many areas of life. It gives you direction, drive, and a sense of purpose. When you set clear goals, you give yourself something to focus on. Focus your energy and efforts on one thing at a time so they don't go in different ways. You become more focused on your goals and less likely to get sidetracked by other jobs or priorities. By breaking down your big goals into smaller, more manageable steps, clear goals also help you keep track of your progress. It's possible to keep track of your progress and see where you might need to make changes. This makes you more accountable and helps you stay on track. Setting goals also helps you decide what to do first. When you have clear goals, you can figure out which tasks are the most important and allocate your time and resources accordingly. This is important for managing your time and avoiding the trap of being constantly busy without making any real progress. Clear goals keep you motivated because they give you a reason to work hard, and reaching your goals often makes you feel happy and fulfilled. This positive feedback makes you more likely to keep working hard and not give up, even when things go wrong. You can also get better at fixing problems when you run into problems by setting clear goals. Being clear about what it helps you see things more clearly and come up with better ways to deal with problems that come up. For example, let's say you want to become a leader in the field of engineering. You have set clear goals for yourself, such as earning a bachelor's degree in engineering within 4 years and working for a top company in the field to gain experience in developing technical projects. Third, making business connections with other people in the field and well-known managers. Fourth, taking classes and workshops to improve your physical and knowledge skills. Fifthly, taking charge of major projects and contributing to the growth and success of the company. With these goals in mind, you have created a clear path and timeline for your career. By focusing on each specific step to reach these goals, you can make sure that all of your efforts are focused on the right things and not spread out in different directions. This helps you move forward in your engineering career and shows how much you have grown. Setting clear goals is like making a plan for your personal and professional growth. It gives you directions, how to get there. Focus, accountability, and drive are all things that can help you grow as a person and be more successful in general, whether your goals are for career development, education, relationships, or personal growth. Knowing exactly what you want to accomplish is a necessary step on the path to becoming smarter and reaching your goals. So take the time to define your goals and start the process of making them come true. Number 9. Ask questions. Can take you to a higher level of intelligence and wisdom. This skill is not only necessary for learning and understanding, but it also has a big effect on your personal growth and success in life. When you ask questions all the time, you feed your natural curiosity and encourage an open mind, which makes you more willing to try new things. Question what you think you know and what is already happening. This way of thinking not only helps you learn new things all the time, but it also makes you more flexible and able to deal with problems and sudden changes. Furthermore, asking questions makes you better at looking at issues and situations from various points of view. This makes you a more critical thinker because you have to evaluate the information you have access to and make smart choices. By doing this, you avoid mental mistakes and bad decisions. It's also important to stress that asking questions can improve your personal and professional relationships. It shows that you're genuinely interested in other people's thoughts and experiences, which can make your connections stronger and make conversation easier. Also, when you're facing a struggle, asking questions can be a powerful way to get things done. By asking specific questions, you can break the problem down into parts that are easier to handle. This way, you can come up with creative answers without feeling overwhelmed. In the end, asking questions leads to continuous learning and growth. It strengthens your ability to self-direct and self-awareness, which helps you make better decisions and live a more meaningful life. So the next time you don't fully understand something or are facing a challenge, don't be afraid to ask. Remember that the path to intelligence and wisdom begins with a simple question. What would you like to explore and learn today? For example, you are working on an important project at work when a problem arises. The project is going well, but you are having trouble managing your time and resources. Instead of worrying and trying to solve everything on your own, you ask, how can I optimize my schedule to ensure the project is completed on time? Is there a way to share the workload more effectively with team members to improve their work performance? I need to talk to my coworkers to see if they have any helpful ideas for how to handle this properly. Asking these questions not only shows that you are serious about finding solutions, but it also lets you look at the problem from different angles, which can lead to new ideas, different ways to solve the problem, and will help you do it more quickly in the end. Number 10. Share what you learn. Sharing what you learn is a great way to get smarter and add to society's knowledge. It's not just about personal growth. It's also about starting a learning revolution and encouraging others to do the same. When you share what you've learned, you solidify your own understanding of the subject. For example, teaching or explaining a concept to others requires you to organize your thoughts and present them in a coherent way. This process deepens your understanding and helps you remember the information better. As the saying goes, to teach is to learn twice. Sharing your knowledge with others can also lead to stimulating discussions and exchanges of ideas. When you talk about what you've learned with other people, you often get helpful feedback and new ideas that can help you understand things even better. This way of learning, called joint learning, can lead to breakthroughs and new insights. Sharing what you know also has a social benefit. When you help others learn and grow, you make their lives better and may inspire them to follow their hobbies or face challenges. This feeling of making a difference can be very rewarding and encourage you to keep learning. Sharing your knowledge can also make you known as an expert in your field, which can lead to speaking engagements, writing articles or books, or even teaching. Being willing to share what you know can help your career grow and get noticed in today's connected world. It's easier than ever to share what you know with the world. You can do this on many venues, such as blogs, social media, podcasts, and public speaking. These platforms let you connect with many people from various backgrounds and reach a large audience. Remember that sharing isn't about bragging or wanting approval. It's about wanting to help others learn and grow. Whether you're breaking down a difficult idea, sharing life lessons, or giving useful advice, your willingness to share what you've learned can be a powerful force for good. Sharing what you learn is a great way to solidify your own knowledge, have meaningful conversations, help others, and maybe even move up in your career. It's an important part of continuous learning and personal growth, so seize the chance to share your wisdom with the world and see how it improves your life and the lives of those around you. To sum up, patience is a valuable trait that greatly enhances your intelligence and overall health. It gives you the strength to handle life's challenges with grace and determination, leading to personal growth and a deeper understanding. So as you try to become smarter and wiser, remember that patience is always with you, leading you to greater success and happiness. We've looked at 10 keys to becoming smarter than the rest. Each key represents a fundamental pillar that can lead us to new heights of wisdom and success in our live lives. We've learned that curiosity is the spark that starts the fire of knowledge, that reading gives us access to the wisdom of the greatest thinkers, and that keeping an open mind makes us better and helps us change all the time. We've also learned that concentration helps us focus on what's important, that asking questions helps us understand the world around us better, and that setting clear goals is the best way to reach our goals. We've learned that experience is the best teacher and that sharing what we know not only helps us but also those around us. We've also accepted that a growth mindset is the key to our continued development. And finally, we've realized that patience is the virtue that helps us persevere and triumph. I encourage you to apply these valuable lessons to your daily life and make learning a passion. If this content has inspired and motivated you to be the best version of yourself, please subscribe to our channel to get more tips and insights that will help you reach your goals and dreams. We can find new perspectives and push ourselves to go further than we ever thought possible by walking the path of wisdom together. Join our group and let's make the future brighter and full of possibilities. Sign up now to be a part of this exciting journey.